Hi, good evening, everyone. Happy Friday evening. Hope everybody's doing great. We'll just wait for a minute or two for others to join in. So get yourself comfortable, get your glass of water if needed. Let me just switch on the camera, the mic, so that the voice is very clear. Just a sec, I'll just put the mic on. And if any one of you can let me know, wait, I will just put the mic on if it's clear. Okay. Yeah. So can you all tell me? I can see Ani, Aruna, Archana, Priya. Can you all hear me? Is my voice clear? Yeah. Can you just put it the chat box? Thank you, Tuhina. Thank you so much. Big warm welcome to everybody. Friday evening it is. I know you might be having some plans. I hope you all have had your dinner. Without wasting any time, let's quickly get started. I would love for you all to switch on the camera. Nafisa, I just love it so proactively. Every day I'm like seeing you. Every morning I see. I would love for everybody to switch on the camera. It's okay even if you're in night suit, you're having your dinner, just switch it on. Keep your glass of water with you. It's going to be a long session, very informative. Let's keep it aside. I'll quickly get started. Let me just get my presentation in place. Hope everybody is doing great. In the meantime, I just would love for you all quickly, if you could just put in the chat box, where is everybody joining from? So that we get an idea. Let's get to know each other slightly. All of us who are meeting in the morning, we still know something. At least we know each other by face, by name. Others, I would love for you all to just share in the chat box where are you joining from. Hi, Aruna. I'm so happy to see you, Aruna. Please have the cameras on. I'm so happy you came. Cameras on, everybody. Yeah, I feel like giving you a salute, Aruna. Every time I see you, I'm filled.
बहुत बहुत थकी हुई हूँ सो आई मैं अनम्यूट तो होंगी कैमरा भी ऑफ करके ही रखूंगी अब चेहरा बहुत ज्यादा टायर्ड है
You have come, Aruna, and that is, trust me, that's why I on purpose messaged you. I wanted to see you, and big, hats off to you for at least taking this step. It happens. But I'm very proud of you. I feel like giving a salute every time I see you. Thank you so
थैंक यू
Chalo. Okay, I'm so happy to see Aruna. I can see Archana. I can see any others. Please switch on the cameras and we see where everybody is joining from. Ani is from Bangalore. Tuhina is from Pune. Archana, okay, Hyderabad. And Nishu is also there. So there's a lot of known faces. Some of you I have already met you all in either the morning sessions or in one-on-one sessions. Okay, we'll quickly get started. So this is, I hope you all can see my screen. Okay. And get really comfortable, enjoy, just sit, relax. They're going to be, if you want to make notes, make notes. Okay. Any questions, if are there, we will take them at the end of the session. This is going to be a very informative session. Okay. But if you feel you have doubts, then let's connect at the end. Let me just quickly check if I have started the recording. Okay, yes, I have. I'll just put everybody on mute. All right, so that others don't get disturbed. If you have any questions at the end of the session, we will take up. Okay, a quick reminder to everybody. What is this magical motherhood? It is the way of living. It's this magical motherhood, by the way, is India's only holistic program to beat fertility challenges. And we are doing it in the most natural way by discovering our power. So quick reminder to everybody, every session, this is how I started. Quick reminder about the powers that we have. Let me just put everybody on mute. So we have the power of placebo. We have the power of our law of attraction, manifestation, subconscious programming, if we have cleared our subconscious blocks. Last session, we had a detailed discussion about subconscious blocks that is stopping us from conceiving. So all those who have joined later, who have joined this week, please go and see the the recording of last week's community live session, which we in depth spoke about blocks. Okay. So we know we have the power if we learn to regulate our emotions, our stress, if we learn to vibrate at the frequency of fertility, if we learn the power of placebo, program a subconscious mind, we can very easily conceive. All these things are the principles on which this community, this program is developed. This is just a reminder. Go back, watch all those videos that you have been given and gain these powers. Okay. That is magical motherhood. Then all those who are part of daily magic practice, this is something you are part of DMP or not part of DMP. So basically every morning we meet, right, to manifest a healthy pregnancy. But even if you're not part of daily magic practice for dream pregnancy, this is something I want you all to do every single day. 20 minutes you have to give yourself to work on yourself, to manage your stress, to manifest your pregnancy, to program your subconscious mind, to stay happy, positive, relaxed, so that you can have a very magical pregnancy. So not just for your pre-pregnancy phase, but during your entire 9 months, 20 minutes you have to give to yourself. Either do it yourself or you can do it live with us at 6 o'clock in the morning. It helps you reduce your stress, build a positive mindset. It regulates your hormones. It helps in implantation. They are like all those who are part of it, we know it has a lot of miracle on us. There are a lot of healing modalities. All the blocks in the pregnancy, why you're not able to conceive, and all the blocks which we spoke about in last session, we have healing modalities related to it so that we can remove the blocks of pregnancy and manifest a healthy pregnancy. This is what we do 20 minutes live every day. So daily magic practice, I think most of you are part of it. And if you miss any morning live session, please watch the recording, do your activities. And one more thing, I don't want you all to get overwhelmed with the activities. There are certain things I ask you all to do. It's okay. Whenever you get time, you can do it. Okay, it's not that 1 or 2 days, if you miss doing the activities, something really haywire is going to happen and you're going to get stressed out about it. But morning, I just want you all to do the moment you wake up. If you can wake up at 6, do it live with us. If you can't wake up at 6, then do with the recording. At least follow that routine for 20 minutes. That's it. You cannot do your assignments every single day. That's perfectly fine. So many of you, they message me, ma'am, we're not able to do the assignments and we feel very stressed out. Please don't feel stressed out. We saw in last week's session, we've seen in all the videos, stress is the worst thing that we can do to our pregnancy. So no stress. Okay. Let's move ahead. Okay. Then quick reminder for all of us. If we do this practice for 20 minutes, what can happen? As I said, it helps you manage your stress, helps you heal your reproductive system, clear all the blocks. It can improve your IVF success rate. It helps in conception, sustaining pregnancy, eliminating all the complications, improves the quality of egg, improves the quality of uterine environment, improves everything inside you. So it's like countless. This is something 20 minutes every day you have to give it to yourself. That's it. Nothing more you have to do. All right, so that magic, keep creating yourself. Then all those who are part of WIN IVF, the IVF Success program, please just when you log in the package, you have DMP plus you also have this video lecture series. A quick reminder where there is modules to manage your stress and manifest success for every milestone of IVF. So please do not feel lonely in this IVF journey if you're undergoing IVF. And this program, it was such a big moment of pride for all of us. It is endorsed by Dr. Nandita Palshetkar. We have come together and this is, what we call IVF Success, IVF 2.0. So Dr. Nandita Palshetkar, needless to say, I don't even have to introduce her. She's the president for Federation of Obstetric Society and Gynecology Society of India. She's the immediate past president of the society, so since last 2 consecutive sessions. And she's the founder and medical director of Bloom IVF Group. and heads the IVF center in Leelavati, Bombay. So she endorses this program. She's giving it to all her patients also because she believes in the power of all that we're talking about: manifestation, placebo, everything works on our body. Okay, so quick reminder, why am I sharing this? So every time when you'll come for the session, there's a reminder for you that if you're feeling hopeless, if you're getting tired of your treatment, if you feel like giving up, if you're filled with doubts and fears, then please, this should give you hope. I conceived at the age of 38 and 40 after 2 miscarriages and 2 failed IUIs. This should give you hope. I have still not got chance to share. On 1st of May, one of our community members, she's 48 years of old in Amsterdam. She has delivered a baby boy on 1st of May, a chronic anxiety stress patient. Okay, why do we share all this? So that you all get the hope. And that's the only motive behind this. So please feel for this. Whatever you're doing, it's very scientifically designed. Doctors are endorsing it. Doctors believe in it. I have experienced it. So many we know. Uh, Last month, right, I shared 45, 46 now she is years old. Very first IVF attempt and she conceived. Feb was her IVF, March she's already pregnant. Then about her, I don't know if she's there, she's conceived twins. And when she had this really, really complications and massive bleeding in her, at the end of her first trimester, and nothing went wrong with the twins because she would do all the techniques that we follow. So these examples are just to give you hopes that if it can happen with everybody, it can happen with you also. Okay, just do things with full faith. A quick reminder, I want you all to go through the series so that you understand it in detail. But this is something you'll have to understand and remember. We will reiterate in every session. There are only 4 things because of which we are not able to conceive. And 4 things, how they are created in your body. Any kind of stress in your body creates these 4 things. What is that? First, and by next session, I want you all to give the answers because every session we speak about it, it should be crystal clear here. And this should give you hopes. Ye manage kar liya, pregnancy or your IVF treatment output is not far. What is this? If our body is under survival mode. When we are under stress, our body is under survival mode. In survival mode, it does not thrive. And when body is busy surviving, stress means a body is in alarm. It feels there's a big danger. And when there's a big danger, body survives. The brain puts body in survival mode, and that's a time when it does not reproduce. One of the biggest reasons why girls these days are finding it difficult to conceive, especially unexplained infertility, stress. And when we are under stress, our body is sending signal of danger. And that is when it's not reproducing because it's busy protecting you. The hormones go haywire. It causes hormonal imbalance. Pregnancy is all about hormones. Correct? That's we have understood. That's what even doctors do. They bombard you with hormones. We are figuring out natural ways of keeping our hormones balanced. Also, what it does, when it is in the survival, it literally puts tension in your uterine region. Because of tension, it contracts your uterine region, and because of that, the blood flow, the flow of nutrients, oxygen reduces, and hence it finds it difficult to conceive either conception, attaching the embryos, or the growth of the fetus. So conception or the growth, pregnancy, having an easy or healthy pregnancy, that could get impacted by this physical tension. And it could also cause early pregnancy complications, miscarriages. So these are the 4 things if we have managed, because also what stress does, it increases the harmful toxic levels, the cortisols in our body, which eat your pregnancy supporting hormones. So don't forget, every session I'll keep reminding you all कि ये 4 चीज अगर manage कर ली, like this, you will get results. Now, what happens when there's stress in your body? It impacts your ovulation. It impacts it does not support the pregnancy. It would impact the growth of the fetus or the embryo or the attachment of embryo or conception or pregnancy related complications. Any kind of stress to your body. Now, mind you, stress is not just mental stress. Okay, there are various reasons, and for this, I want you all to go and watch the video last week ka community live session, where in depth we went on all the blocks that could be stopping us from conceiving. Some very common subconscious blocks could be a childhood trauma, something you have experienced in your childhood, which you don't remember now, but it has formed a block in your subconscious mind. Previous pregnancy loss, failed treatment, fear that you will never become a mother, any fear, doubts that you have, or limiting beliefs you have related to your age, related to your previous pregnancy experience. If you're termed as a high risk pregnancy, if it is an IVF pregnancy, if it's twin pregnancy, or it could be a stress related to your lifestyle, your work, your relationship, people around. So anything in depth, we have covered it in the sessions. We have also covered in the course. But here, this is summary. These are some very common subconscious blocks that we have. Even control block, one of the biggest blocks, where we're trying to control everything in our life, including the treatment. Also, when we don't trust the doctor or we trust the treatment and we stop trusting our body, that forms a block. So these things are the reasons that could create stress in your body and that could impact your fertility. And the moment we're able to clear them out, the oxygen cortisol levels are low, pregnancy supporting hormones are good, there's a good blood flow in your uterine environment, you are thriving, you are not surviving, and very easily you can see, because conception is a very easy process. Even IVF, once they have kept the embryos, they have put the embryos, after that the attachment of embryos is a very natural process. Only 3 steps you're doing outside in IVF, everything else is very natural. Okay, so a quick reminder for this. Now, again, a reminder, which all those who are there in last session would remember this, but this is something again I want to do in every session. So we keep reminding that we have that power. Okay, magic time again. Again, let's do the quick exercise to see how our subconscious mind is controlling our body and how we have the power to control our body. So this is the body which is going to be responsible for your pregnancy, for conception, sustaining, supporting your pregnancy. And what if you have the power to control it and not anyone else? Let's do a very quick again what we did last time. And it's there every time. I want you all to recollect and remember that you have the power. Again, I want all those who have done it, do it again today and see if it really happens, if your hand really moves ahead. So what you do, move your hand out, turn back, and see how much it's going back. Everybody, how much is going back? As much it was going last time, all those who were there last time, maybe slightly more. Okay, now bring in your right hand back, eyes closed, and say this to yourself. My right hand could rotate 90 degrees further. 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 Just say this. Don't do it. Just say it. My right hand could rotate 90 degrees further. 30 seconds. Again, move your right hand. Again, how many of you could move it further? You could move it further. All those who could do it last time, could you do it again this time? How many? Just put in the chat box. How many of you could put your right hand further? I want to know. Put in the chat box if we know that it's going in your mind. It's getting recorded. Nafisa, could you do it? Could it move further? Maya says me. Aruna. Yeah, Nafisa also says me. I for me. Everybody. Archana, me. Yeah. All those and all those who did last time also. Again, you experienced that this time further you could rotate 90 degrees. So this was a very quick reminder of one of the powers that we have. Imagine again we could do it. Last week क्या अभी इस बार फिर से क्या इस बार फिर से हो गया 30 seconds में your body how much it moved, it could rotate further, and we saw the magic. So we have the power just by saying things. What we did, we visualized it, we said it, but why it happened? Because we did not negate it. We had no fear. We had no absolutely doubt. We were not even resisting it. Did we ever say, "Arey, what is this? नहीं हुआ तो क्या ही फर्क पड़ता?" We were like, it's okay. It's just a fun thing, does not matter. We did not get attached to it. We did not get attached to the outcome. Ki when is it going to happen? When will my hand move 90 degrees further? We had absolutely nothing. We just went with the flow. Okay, move kiya, eyes band ki, instructions follow kiya, फिर से check कर लिया, nothing. So this is how it should be. When we are talking about your treatment, your pregnancy, your motherhood, you should have no doubts about it. When you're doing all the steps and all the techniques that are explained in the program or even in the morning sessions that we have no doubt. Just do without any fear. Expect it to happen. Remove that resistance. And that's what we are learning in today's session. Lot of you say, ma'am, we know about manifestation. Law of attraction works for everything else. It does not work for pregnancy. Why? Because we're not expecting it to happen. You're filled with doubts. You're filled with fears. You have been told so many times you're 35 plus, your AMH is low, your egg quality is poor, lot of complications or unexplained infertility. Pata hi nahi hoga, nahi hoga. You're filled with doubts and you are creating resistance with it. Has it ever happened to you that you were thinking about somebody and suddenly that person sends you a message or you just bump into them somewhere in the market or somewhere randomly and you say, yes, just yesterday I was thinking about you. How does it happen? Because you have not, when you're thinking about somebody, you're not resisting it. Ki, oh, maybe I might not meet that person. Yeah, Arun also says yes. Yeah, it happens, right? We think about people and then suddenly we end up meeting them. That is what vibrations is, what law of attraction is. Today, we are going to understand how do we use the power of manifestation, the power of law of attraction for this beautiful journey of motherhood. Okay, just quickly, can you tell me how many of you know about law of attraction? Up tak, all those who are part of community, I'm sure they must be knowing about law of attraction. Tuhina says, yes, you know. I'm sure a lot of you know about law of attraction. Secret was one of the most famous books that everybody read or the movie that everybody saw. And a lot of people are here. They say that it works for other areas of life, does not work for manifesting a healthy baby. Have you all experienced law of attraction in your life and experienced that it has worked? Is there anybody who has experienced that it has worked? Yes, Tohina, ask, believe, and receive. True, that's the basic principle of it. Has anybody manifested anything with law of attraction? You know, this girl whom I always talk about, who's like 45, 46, who just conceived in a very first attempt, she was a firm believer of law of attraction. She said, ma'am, my everything in my life, I got married at 42, but before that, I wanted to focus on my career jumps, my salary, my designation, everything to the T, I could manifest with law of attraction. But pregnancy is the only thing I could not manifest with law of attraction. Is there anyone here who believes that law of attraction works, but it does not work for pregnancy? Is there anybody who has a doubt that law of attraction does not work for pregnancy? Just raise your hands or just put it in the chat box. Is anybody here who has doubt? No doubt. Very good. Who all are sure that law of attraction works and it will definitely work for you? Who all are sure? See, law of attraction is one of the pillars of our magical motherhood, right? Along with science, and this is also science. It will work. Yes, it is working. Yes, Savita says yes. iPhone 13, I don't know your name, but says sure. Of course, there is no doubt, Nafisa says. It works for each step of my journey. Yes, it works for each step, okay, of your journey. Law of attraction, it works all the time. It is nothing but science and quantum physics, okay? What law of attraction says? That you are a magnet. You attract what you want in your life, okay? In a simple word, Maya says it works but takes long. No, Maya. If it is taking long, then we have to work more on ourselves. And that's what you're learning in these sessions and in morning sessions. Okay. Why is it taking long? Why? That just shows that there's more work that we need to do on ourselves. So in layman word, law of attraction says that it can manifest all your desires. But the biggest catch is that law of attraction, it does not give you what you want. Okay, be very mindful of it. It is not what you want. It gives you what you are. It's like you are a magnet, like attracts like. So what you are attracting that. Now, what do we mean by that? Okay, what you are. Now, if you say that I'm a very happy person, everything good happens to me, I'm a very lucky person. There's a friend of mine. She says I'm a very lucky person for herself. Well, whenever I go and play housey, whenever I never lose. I know it for sure. I have never lost. Thrice I have played in a public forum with her, and she has always won something or the other. Okay. So what is it? It is your thought, your belief, what you are, the energy that you're vibrating at, what you are is what you are attracting, not what you want. Okay. So see the difference. Now, again, let me reiterate this point and explain it in more detail. So you might want to have a child or a baby or a positive outcome of your IVF treatment. But please now think about your thoughts and your beliefs and your feelings. Your thoughts are, I have low AMH. I'm 35 plus. My egg quality is poor. You're filled with doubts, with fears. You are restless. Your feelings are low or angry or anxiety or sad or, you know, jealous. And your belief is you're filled with doubts. Do you have that 100% belief that you're going to be pregnant? Yes, iPhone 33, I don't know your name, but that is what we are learning here, how to make it work. And why your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, you have no control over it. So try and understand what I'm trying to say here. You have as per law of attraction rules, okay? It's a quantum physics. It is purely science. What you are, what you're thinking, you're feeling, you're believing in, you're attracting that. Now see the conflict in motherhood when you're trying to manifest pregnancy, why it's not working. You want to have a baby, but your thoughts, what are your thoughts? Think about your thoughts. Negative, filled with doubts, fears, thinking about the problems, thinking about unexplained infertility, how will it go? Or low AMH, will it ever improve? Or poor egg quality, what will happen? IVF, will it give you the outcome? These are the thoughts that you have. And your feelings. Your feelings are you always excited? Wow, I'm already a mother. Who feels excited all the time here? Wow, I'm already a mother. Put in the chat box. Is there any person who feels proud of you? All those are morning DMP people. Not all the time, Aruna. One step, we'll get there. So all morning DMP people out here, yes, filled with that all the time, feel you're already a mother. The moment you are thinking about the problems and feeling low, negative, and Aruna, see, for you, both the Arunas, not all the time feeling low, stressed, anxiety, not having 100% belief in your pregnancy, then what is happening? That is why law of attraction is not working. You are not that person. You are attracting what you are. Then you are attracting more negative things in your life. You are attracting more failures in your lives. So when it comes to pregnancy, you have to reach to a state where you are 100% sure you are going to be a mother, or you have to already believe you're a mother. That's what we are doing every morning. 100%. Yes, Nishu, 100% trust on the God and trust on your body and trust on yourself, 100%. And that's what we are doing every morning. We are working on ourselves. We are already behaving and acting as if we are already pregnant. And that is when you vibrate at that frequency and you attract it. So all those who have, even if you have like 99.99% believe you have and there's some doubt 0.1%, that means you have to work on yourself. And that is where the moment it is 100%, you will achieve it. Why do we find it difficult to achieve? But to think positive or to feel happy, excited, to believe in it. Is there anybody who knows that? We know now. You know this rule. Ki 100% the day you start believing in it, you will achieve it. Then why do we find it difficult to think positive, to feel happy and to believe in it? Is there any answer here? Anybody who knows why? क्यों हम नहीं positive सोच पाते? Why are we not able to 100% believe in our pregnancy, in our journey? Anybody? Because as we just said, fears. Okay, Vinicius, fear of failure. How to start? How can I start believe that I'm already a mother? Archana says fear, negative thought. Aruna says subconscious block. Correct. Our, why do we have fears? Why our thoughts are not positive? Why our feelings are not happy? Why our beliefs are not 100%? Because as we just saw, our body, we saw, is controlled by our mind. And our mind, we have the control is subconscious mind. Our 95% of our body is controlled by a subconscious mind. As I'm talking to you, all the organs are working fine, right? My lungs, heart, liver, reproduction system, everything is right now functioning. I'm not even focusing. It's controlled by subconscious mind. Similarly, similarly, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, they are also controlled by subconscious mind. So all this, if you're feeling negative, you have doubts, you have fears, even this thyroid, these are all your limiting beliefs, your narrative. This is what you're telling yourself. Scared, fear of pregnancy loss or fear of pregnancy. What are all these things? These are your subconscious blocks. Perfect, Aruna. These are your subconscious blocks because our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs are not controlled by us. They're controlled by our subconscious mind. And that is shaping our reality. You all know you have to think positive. Still, 100% you're not able to think positive. We all know dieting is good. We all know going to gym is good. We all know thinking positive is good. Are we able to do this? No. Why? Because what is good or not good, our analytical mind knows. But our body, our thoughts, our thinking, our actions are not controlled by our analytical mind. It is controlled by our subconscious mind. Okay. So it's like we all know gymming is good, working out is good. Are we able to do this every day? No. Why? Because our analytical mind knows it is good, but our subconscious mind is keeping us protected, comforted in our bedroom. Ki, "Arey, chhod, who will go to gym? Gym gives you a lot of pain. It is very, tiring to go to gym." But the day, the people, have you seen, who go to gym and they work out, they are so addicted to it that they cannot live without workouts then. It's very addictive. But initially, how it happens? It's very difficult. You have to force yourself against your will. You have to keep forcing yourself to go back to the gym. There are people they go for a month or two and then still give up. That is why, because your subconscious mind is not programmed for it. There's a conflict in what your analytical mind is saying and what subconscious mind is doing, because your doer, the doer which is controlling what your body does is subconscious mind, not the analytical mind. But people who are able to overcome it and they keep with the discipline, they keep doing it, they keep going back to gym again and again and again, they do not listen to this mind, they overcome that. What happens after 2 to 3, 4 months? Then you see, suddenly they have a transformation and then they can't live without gymming. This is exactly what we have to do. We have to be so adamant every day, consistently work on yourself, even if there are rejections, even if there are doubts, there are fears. Only once you consistently, you keep doing, you keep doing, you keep doing it. And with repetition, what happens? Then the subconscious programming happens, the blueprint changes. And when that is changed, then on a complete autopilot mode, you will not even know you're going to attract pregnancy. How people, they don't even know. Then they're so tuned to going to gymming, they just wake up, get up, and without going to gym, they can't start the day. Do you know of anybody who was like this? Initially, for the longest time, thought he cannot do the workouts, but once they did it and they got discipline into it, they could not now leave it. I know so many people out here, okay, around. That is the power of your subconscious mind and the power of overcoming it. Now, I'll tell you what is law of attraction, how it works, okay? So we know that our thoughts, what do? They create vibrations. Okay, so our thoughts literally, and this I'm just giving pure science, even if you don't understand it, it's only okay. It is for those people who try to look for scientific reasons behind it, and everybody out here who's looking for a scientific reason to believe in subconscious programming and law of attraction, please pay attention to this. Gautam Buddha has said, thoughts create your reality. Physics says that your thoughts create your reality. आप जो सोचते हैं वैसे बन जाते हैं. कैसे? The thoughts that you have, a brain, here there's a limbic brain, which is a chemical brain. What thoughts we have, those chemicals are released in our body. That chemicals, there's a scientific now Evidence is there, researches have been done, it creates vibrations, and that creates our vibes. We all have vibes because it creates signals. Every energy, it vibrates at a frequency, correct? So you all have heard about vibrations, right? This place has a positive vibes, that person has a very positive vibes. Do we use that word? We meet somebody, we instantly click with the person and we like them, but there are some people we meet and we say our vibes just don't match. We just don't like such people. What is that vibes? The constant thoughts that they have, 95% of the time, what they're thinking. If they're 95% thinking negative things, they have this negative aura around them. And that is when we feel ajeeb sa. We do not feel comfortable when a negative person walks into the room, even if we've had not conversations or no kind of discussions with them ever. So, whatever you are constantly thinking, which is controlled by a subconscious mind, it's releasing chemicals, it's releasing energy, and that has a frequency and a vibration. And what you are thinking, what you are feeling, your emotions, that amplifies that signal. So, how you have to think is that you are constantly emitting signals. People who are vibrating at the signal will come to you. Okay, so इसलिए even if there is a negative person in your life, mind you, and this is physics, you might not like to hear it, but it's a fact, you have only attracted them in your life by thinking something negative. If we have a fear that we will be cheated in our life, we have emitted those vibrations, we have attracted people vibrating at that frequency. Okay, that's how it works. And all those who are part of that our law of attraction program for all the 8 areas of life, we have got more in depth in this, and you'll understand that everything, the amount of money you have in your life, the kind of people you have, your wealth, your relationships, your career, everything depends on at what frequency you're vibrating. Just to give you an example, we all are made up of atoms and molecules, correct? Even if you're not science student, this is the basic we know about ourselves. If you cut it, at the core of it is energy. Even in the rituals, it is said, right? In our way, it is said that we all are one soul, we all are energy, and that's how we all are connected. Energy has frequency and it vibrates at a frequency. So this is a plot, okay, which is there in the book Power versus Force, and this has been scientifically proven. If you have feelings, so whatever thoughts you have, depending on that, what frequency you are emitting, when we plot it, this is the kind of graph which is plotted. So see it clearly. When you are vibrating at lower frequency, that means when you're filled with pain, with guilt, with shame, with anger, with fear, with anxiety, with doubts, you are vibrating at lower frequency. You are, and this is what frequency is like, our language of talking to the universe. Okay? If you say, so how that radio station wala, all those who have seen the video of mine, where we say that just visualize yourself and just think of a radio station. If a radio station, what it happens when you switch on the radio station, you turn to 91.1 you signal, the channel, what happens? You start catching all the signal which is transmitted at 91.1, and you listen to the songs which this channel is playing. And what it is playing, it is just transmitting those signals at that frequency. That's why all the channels have the name of frequency, 91.1. 92.7, you tune it, you'll start receiving signals of 92.7. 93.5, you tune, you start receiving signal of 93.5. You tune to a frequency of a big house, you start receiving those signals. You can manifest a big house. You tune to the frequency of a beautiful soulmate. You start catching those signals and you manifest a beautiful soulmate. You tune to the frequency of a healthy pregnancy. You start catching those signals and you manifest a healthy pregnancy. This is exactly how it works. How your phone, what happens when you just dial the number? Why, if I'm dialing my husband's number, it will never call my father? Because those digital signals are sent, whatever you're dialing in. So you have to see what frequency you're tuning to. Whatever we are, thinking, 95% of the time, if we have fears, if we have doubts, if we have worries, you see, you are vibrating at the lower frequency. Your magnetic antenna, visualize this like your magnetic power. The more it is low, it is less. The power is less. Your manifesting power is less. The more you go to higher vibration, you are happy, you are excited, you are filled with love, you're at peace. The it expands, your vibration expands. It's like your magnetic power is more. You can manifest bigger things in life. That's why I say, whenever you are manifesting, do not ever think negative, never blame, complain, compare anything, or have doubts or fears. Because the more you have doubts, fears, you're blaming someone else, you're complaining your life with someone else, you're comparing your life with someone else, you're complaining about things not going right, you're vibrating at lower frequency, you're tuning to that channel. You're blaming, you're tuning to the channel of blame. You are getting the signal of blame. You are attracting more situations where you will get to blame others. If you're complaining, you are vibrating at the frequency of complaint. You will get more reasons to complain. Law of attraction, vibrations, this is nothing but quantum physics. Science backs it. This is all scientifically proven. I myself am an engineer. Only once we have done all this scientific study, we realized, okay, what are you tuning to? So now understand, you all want, analytical mind says, I want to have a baby. That's your desire. But your thoughts are, someone else is pregnant, what happens? We feel bad. And I'm not judging. See, I have been through this myself. I had cut off myself from my social circle. I had stopped meeting my friends because I thought everybody is like getting pregnant so easily. Why is it so difficult for me? Or if I'll go meet my relative, somebody will ask me that question, when are you going to give us the good news? And I will not like it. So I had cut off myself socially. It is very common. It happens. But what are we doing when we are feeling bad, jealous, when we're blaming someone else for it, we are comparing our life with someone else, we are complaining in our life, what are we doing? See the channel you are tuning to. You are only attracting more negativity. तो क्या करना है हमें? We just have to change the tuning of a channel. I know, Winnie. I can totally understand. I've been through it. And not just you. 90% people sitting out here have this problem. And the problem is, I'll tell you, when we go through this problem, no, fertility challenge, and even if it's a miscarriage, I've had this and I know. People are not supportive. In-laws, not supportive. Husbands might try to support, they do not know how to support. People will just say, Arey, you had a loss, it's okay. या तो they'll blame you. Mummies especially will tell, तुमने कुछ सही नहीं किया, इसीलिए ऐसा हो गया. They will blame you for miscarriage without realizing you have lost a child, a baby. Yes, everybody blames it. So what are we doing? We are going to empower ourselves, and that's why we have this community. So we all come together and we build this, right? Because we don't want, right now, we are not going to, if I'm going to think negative about my mother-in-law, negative about the people around you, what am I doing? I'm lowering my vibration, my tuning. My frequency is then to negative thing. I will only attract more negative people in my life. So what am I doing? Why are we doing the mindful practice in the morning? All those who are doing DMP, I'm sure you must have noticed this difference. So many of you have sent me a message also that in every area of life, you're noticing a difference, because then we are mindful of our thoughts, of our emotions. We are cutting off negative thoughts and emotions. We are changing our frequency every single day. So no blame, no comparison, no complaining, no fears, no doubts. Obviously, it takes time. That's why we have to spend 20 minutes every single day working on ourselves, because subconscious programming takes time. It is not easy. You try to change something which is so strong, but it is not impossible. You just have to take one step and just give yourself 20 minutes a day. But when you do it continuously, it will. It will change the programming. And once it changes the programming, then it's on autopilot. Then you don't have to do anything. Then you are vibrating at the frequency of fertility and you're attracting it. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to align our thoughts and emotions, our feelings with our desires, and not with the fears or doubts. Change your tuning. So this is what all those who felt that law of attraction is not working because you're filled with doubts, fears, impatience, You're not believing in it. You're not expecting it to happen. You are worried when it's going to happen. And that is creating resistance. When we moved our hand by 90 degrees and we could do it 30 seconds later, we could move it further. We had no resistance. We had no doubts, no fears, no comparison, no blaming, no negativity. We did not create any resistance. We just went with the flow. It just happened. Agreed? Everybody in this room, we did the same exercise last time also. Everybody who was there that time experienced they could move their hand further. We just experienced we could move our hand further. Our subconscious mind is controlling our body. And in just 30 seconds, if I could instruct my body to rotate further, imagine if I learn the techniques to instruct my body ki boss, सही chemicals release karo, which supports the pregnancy. Give me a good quality egg, a good embryo, a good fetus, growth of fetus. Will it not respond to it? What are we doing? We keep telling ourselves AMH is low, thyroid, PCOD, fibroids. We keep saying ourselves all those, and maybe next session we will take about the power of words on food and water. And every morning when we are doing this charging your water exercise, what are we doing? The scientific experiments, what we say, those words have the power to change the molecule of your water composition. We are made of 80%, 75, 80% water. So when we are saying all these things, we are not only just vibrating at the frequency, हमारा channel ही नहीं है सिर्फ negative, we are literally changing the water composition inside us. So बार if you're saying your AMH is low, your AMH is low, trust me, it is going to negatively work for your AMH. पता है? So you just have to learn to change that frequency. That's it. How do we manifest? And make law of attraction work for ourselves? Have a very clear intention. Intention kya hai? That you are already a mother. It is not something of future tense. It is present. That you are already a mother. Okay? That should be your intention. Then your emotions should be positive. You should learn to let go. No attachment that where is it going to happen? Because if I'm saying I'm already pregnant, will I keep thinking, when will I get pregnant? When will I get pregnant? If I'm already there, if I've already reached my destination, will I keep looking at the map? When will I reach my destination? No, right? And that's how law of attraction works. You have to be in that as a state as if it's already there. And if it's already there, then you're not waiting for it. Then why to think about when is it going to happen if it has already happened? That is the state to be in. Okay, so let go. Gratitude. Again, what we do every morning, you have to feel grateful. Vibrate at the frequencies. Thank you. Gratitude has the highest frequency with love. So self-love and gratitude. These two things, if we implement every day in our lives, we are going to be at the highest frequency. Our magnetic manifestation antenna is going to be so big. You're tuning to a frequency of gratitude. You will only get more reasons to feel gratitude in your life. That's why we do gratitude every single day. Affirmations, so that we can change the programming. Visualization. Why? Because when you visualize, your brain perceives everything in images. And your brain, it cannot differentiate between what is imaginary and what is reality. Okay, so why we are doing the visualization that we are already pregnant? It cannot differentiate. And if that image is so clear in your head, it is going to make that blueprint in your subconscious mind. And the moment that happens, your body will start following that blueprint. That's why we have to visualize it. And you have to remove the resistance to that. How are we removing the resistance? By working on a subconscious mind every single day. Your vision boards, meditation, the mindful activity that we are doing. These are very scientific. So it might sound just 20 minutes you're giving to yourself. But if you're doing this, is all scientifically proven. It connects the dots. And this is your holistic approach in your manifestation. That's how you vibrate at the frequency of fertility. Tuning your channel to frequency of fertility, pregnancy affirmations, your vision board, your mindful practices that we do, the mind movie which we see, gratitude, and our fertility meditation, which I want you all to do every single day. It is as simple as that. Consistency is the key. And that is why Every day, Brahma Muhurat mein, we do this daily magic practice for dream pregnancy. Every session I talk about it. All I'm saying is, kitne bhi aap videos dekh lijiye, aap Magical Motherhood dekh lijiye, IVF dekh lijiye, it will give you a lot of knowledge. But you have to implement on yourself. Results when have we seen? When for few days, weeks, months, if you have worked on yourself. Gaining knowledge is different. Implementing on yourself is completely different. And that's what we are doing. So 20 minutes, either you're part of DMP, Daily Magic Practice for Pregnancy, or not, you're doing it on your own, on yourself. Either way, view are what are we doing? We are vibrating at frequency of fertility. Along with that, what are we doing? We are also working on our different healing modalities to remove the blocks. So imagine if you have removed all your blocks of pregnancy, if you're not in stress, you're working to manage your stress, you're working to manage your stuck emotions, the emotion regulation which forms blocks inside you, your cortisol levels are low, your pregnancy supporting hormones are high, your happy hormones are released every day, your subconscious mind programming has happened, your past traumas, your past pregnancy or your childhood trauma or your relationship trauma, all those blocks are removed because we're doing healing of it. If all these things are removed, then will you not conceive? Is there anything that's going to stop you from conceiving if your subconscious mind is programmed? So this is the holistic approach we have towards fertility, where we are using all the powers of placebo, power of manifestation, power of a subconscious mind, working on removing all the blocks, working on ourselves physically in having a very healed body, a very healthy body with right hormones, with less toxics, with high pregnancy supporting hormones, a good flow of blood. So we have covered everything, physical, emotional, mental. This like full aspect. This is like complete fertility, like a very holistic approach for fertility. So will you not conceive? Because we saw there are only four things. We have to just manage what? Stress to our body. And then on top of it, you are manifesting pregnancy. So just 20 minutes, you just have to do this with full belief because all you're doing is changing your frequency to it. So these are different healing modalities which are included in the morning session. All I'm saying is you join DMP or you do not do DMP in the morning with us, irrespective, 20 minutes you all have to give to yourself to work on yourself every day. It's like taking your multivitamin every single day and it will work like magic. Okay, so law of attraction works and it works 100%. And here too, we are attacking it from all the sides. So now if you all have any questions, we can take it up. Otherwise, I want you all to do your fertility meditation after this session and just go off to sleep, visualizing your healthy pregnancy. If there's any question, anybody, we can just take it up. You can either unmute or put this out here. So Maya, if someone asking when you're giving good news, what should be our answer then? You know, somebody very beautifully wrote in our DMP WhatsApp group. I don't remember her name. I don't know if she's there. I don't know. So she said ki how DMP has helped her. She said when anybody used to ask me this question, I used to feel very bad and negative about it. And I used to get angry and, go in this self-sympathy and pity mode. But then she said ki after doing this daily magic, I have got so much of strength and resilience that now when people ask ki tumne, when are you going to give the good news? She said something very beautifully ki not yet, but very soon. It's on its way types. So something, where it will stop impacting you. It will stop hurting you. And you're like expecting it to happen. So you just say, yeah, very soon. The day is just around the corner types. Okay. Don't let anybody affect you or impact you ever. Yes, everybody blames the woman. That's how it is, Tuhina. But we are here to help each other. Okay. Anybody? Any other question you have? Good things take time and smiled. Very good. Tuhina says, when someone asked me about the good news, I said, good things take time and smiled. Yeah, my husband used to say this. When I was going through all this, problems and and I was clinically depressed. My husband used to always tell me about the elephant. You know, elephant? They're like pregnant for literally 18 months. So then they said कि तुम एक छोटे से किसी इसको नहीं, तुम एक बड़ा सा जो एक हाथी को you're going to give birth. So that takes time. Bamboo tree, we all know, you sow the seeds, you nurture the seeds of a bamboo tree, and for 6 years nothing happens. You keep watering, you keep nurturing, you keep fertilizing, you keep pampering those seeds. 6 साल तक कुछ नहीं होता है. And then on the 6th year, bamboo tree, when it starts growing, we all know, right? In 5 to 6 weeks, it goes up to 80 feet height. So when you're creating something big, Krishna Bhagwan ko khud unke parents, they had to do pratiksha and they had to do the meditation and everything they did for 9 to 10 years. That's when Krishna Bhagwan was born. If you read in Garbh Sanskar in Ved, they say तपस्या करके अगर तुम्हें वैसी सोल लानी है तो तपस्या करनी है. Just the other day somebody asked you why it's not happening. I said you had to go through this program where you will learn the power that how an emotion, some people are people pleaser. We were just thinking about an example. Okay. Some people are people pleaser. And entire life they've only pleased people. And they've not realized that this quality of weakness of theirs, where they end up pleasing people always, makes them feel so less loved. They feel so cheated. They feel so hurt that nobody is thinking about them. And these things form blocks. Now imagine, now you go through this program and you know how it is important to deal with your emotions, how you should not be a people pleaser, how you should love yourself the most. Self-love is most important. And now when you become a mother, won't you be a different mother? Will you not let your children understand the value of emotions, the value of accepting failures? Now, we all have stuck emotions inside us, our anger, our pain, our hurt, and that has formed blocks, right? That's why we do EFT to release those stuck emotions. But have you realized why do we have stuck emotions? We have stuck emotions because as a society, we are never taught to express our emotions. We are not taught to acknowledge or express emotions. Are we ever taught about emotions in school? We are always told, do not cry. Crying is a sign of weakness. Do not show anger. Gussa mat dikhao, chillao mat. We always told this. Have they always any ever said, it's okay, we understand your feeling, you're going through hurt and pain. It is so natural you would cry. Cry your heart out. No, we are taught to suppress our emotions. Now we know when we suppress emotions, it results in some kind of blocks in our body and having chronic diseases, migraine, heart diseases, blood pressure diseases, and even infertility. This is a sign that your body, all this while, there's some stuck emotion, suppressed emotion inside you. You have realized it, and in the process when you're learning how emotions are important and you're releasing the stuck emotions, will you not be a better mother now? When your kid is born, will you not know ki okay, you have to let your child love himself or herself the most, let your child accept the emotions, let your child vent out the anger. So you had to, you know, you are bringing a big soul in this life, and the beauty and the how beautiful life that soul is going to live, that all depends on what you're going to be and doing. So your this knowledge evolving to this new person, which this program is going to do, is the bigger purpose. And you will know you're such a different mother now. So anything bigger, beautiful, better, it takes time. So it's okay. Just keep this thing in your mind ki I had to evolve into a different human being. That's what this process is doing. Because now you will be a very different mother and it will turn it around for you. Okay? How Tuhira says takes longer to have a divine baby. True. See the bamboo story which I just said. And Nishu says, I always attend DMP in the morning, but not in Brahma Muhurat. Will it help? Yes, Nishu. See, why? What is Brahma Muhurat? Now, in the morning, that's the time when actually it is very peaceful. Now, all those who are part of DMP, you also must have realized if you ever attend a session live at 6 a.m., or if you ever see just the recording maybe at 9:30, do you know the difference? Do you feel the difference literally in yourself when you're attending it live at 6 o'clock or when you're doing it at 9 o'clock? So when if you do wake up in the morning, it's early morning when there's the nature is really just coming alive. People, most of the people are sleeping. There's less disturbance. It's more pure. So it's easier to focus, it's easier to meditate. But actual reason of doing this is, or the real time, the correct time to do these activities is immediately after you wake up. Because the immediately after you wake up, and if you're still on the bed and you have not completely woken up and you're in that mode where you're very sleepy and you're still just waking up, that's the time, because that's the time your analytical mind is still not very active, which resists, which creates resistance. Your subconscious mind, it is releasing theta waves, and that's when the rewiring of your brain happens. So Brahma Muhurat is a beautiful divine time, because that's the time when, if you see in all the faith, people do, they worship early in the morning. It's easier to focus, to concentrate, and the vibrations are very high at that moment. You'll feel a lot of difference if you do it at 6. But if you, the exact time when to do the rewiring is actually when you're just waking up. Okay, so best would be to just wake up and do at 6 in the morning to feel the beauty. But if you do at 9 o'clock, it might be slightly harder for you to focus and pay attention, but it will have beautiful results as well. Okay, so don't, all I said, never get stressed out for anything. You could not write switch word 108 times. It's okay even if you did 21 times. The entire logic is, why are we writing it multiple times? Why in all faith we have that mala jap? 108 बार करते. Every faith has it. Why? Because the more you're doing it, it's helping you focus on that thing that you're manifesting. It's giving you trust. It's giving you that peace of mind. It's bringing you to the present moment. And the repetition is needed to program your subconscious mind. It's all scientific. If you'll see, all the religion have this very common thin line, common rituals with different beliefs. But scientifically, we do the same thing. Repetition of mantra, what is it? You're focusing and you're repetitively changing the language of your subconscious mind. So it does not matter. Never get stressed out कि मैं कितनी बार कर रही हूँ. If you say it's not at 9:30, but at around 7:30, that's perfectly fine. And all those who are pregnant also, when they wake, I don't expect them to wake up at 6 and do it. Yes, there are some in our community, they wake up at 5 and they do it, and they do with one day ka pehle ka recording, because 6 o'clock they do yoga or something else. That's also perfect. They love to do their puja and then they love to do this. That's the sets the day for their positive note for the day. That's also perfectly fine. Anytime when you wake up, you should feel excited about it and just do it. It will set the tone for the day. Okay? There's no, never feel bad कि मैं इतने assignments नहीं कर पाई, I'm missing out on something. Don't worry. And if there's no question, it's already 10 o'clock. Then I would love for you all to now either do fertility meditation or just do the meditation that we did in the morning and go off to sleep, because night is the time when your subconscious mind is active. So always see your vision board, see the mind movie every morning, that mind movie which we do in our DMP, see that mind movie and go off to sleep. It'll expedite, it'll just fast forward your process. And if you're pregnant, then I don't expect you to wake up subah and do it. Whenever you can do it. If you have morning sickness, you can do it in the night, daily magic practice. With the recording, whenever you can do it, do it. But do it. Just do 20 minutes. Give yourself 20 minutes. That's it. Okay? So if there are no questions, then I want you all to feel happy, positive. Think about the powers that you have. Think about manifestation. Always think about what frequency you're tuned to and just attract that. Okay? And I will see you all now Monday morning, 6 o'clock live. Chalo, everybody have a lovely, lovely weekend. Enjoy yourself. Stay happy, excited, and positive. Bye-bye. Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night. Most welcome. Aruna says, feeling relaxed, and thank you. Most welcome, Aruna. I want to see more of you. Good night. Good night, Nishu. Most welcome, Tuhina. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.